All right, good morning, everybody, and it's Mark here, and I just wanted to give a bit of advice on how to start your OET speaking test. Now, in this test, you have two role plays to do, but before the test begins, they're actually just going to ask you some simple questions, and a very common question that I have been told that they ask, but to be honest, I actually just assumed they asked this question at the beginning is, why did you choose your profession? And I just wanted everyone to take a moment and remember that it says speaking test, but it's really an interview. It's a conversation, and I don't want you to think that there's a right or wrong answer to this. Now, in my OET classes here in Melbourne at Primus English, I get my students to really think about this, practice this, and make sure they have a good response. Um, and I guess the main piece of advice is quite simple, right down here at the bottom. Tell your story. That's what I want you guys to do. Tell your story. Why did you choose this profession? Now that can become difficult because some of you might think, I chose this profession because it was a good job, or I chose this profession because my parents wanted me to do it, or some kind of banal reason, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I really want you to avoid this kind of way of thinking because it just, when you're speaking to someone, it comes out very wooden, very robotic, very mechanical. And to be honest, I think you are a more thoughtful person than that. You are a stronger person than that. So I want you to think, really tell your story. Now, a recent student had this wonderful example where she said, when I was younger, I used to watch ER. And George Clooney, look at that handsome guy. Look at him go. He inspired me to study nursing. And I thought, well, that's a really cool answer. It's unique, it's honest, it's true. Now, it's entirely possible that George Clooney did not inspire you, and that's fine. But I want you to start the test in a very relaxed way, and then I think you'll have more success. So a little suggestion, consider how your perspective has changed. So let's say you started your job, you started studying nursing or medicine because your parents pushed you to, or your parents made you, or you thought it was a very good job. That's fine. Start with that and expand upon it. So if you say, well, when I started, it was because I wanted to have a secure job or a good job, but now, and then explain. So you might say, well, when I started, I wasn't really sure if being a doctor was the right choice. But on my first day of the job, I knew for sure. But the first time I worked in the hospital during my internship, and then tell that story. Most students that I've taught, they have this kind of story where, an interaction with a patient was important to them, and it made them realize that they were really helping people, and they were making a difference in people's lives. That's really it. And here's what I would like you guys to do. Tell your story. Right down there in the comments. I want you to put your story. Why did you choose your profession? I would love to see it. And, if you make an effort, maybe I'll make a comment. Anyway, nice short video today, everyone. Good luck with all your OET preparation.